EU's m.a.s.k slips as bloc used Sturgeon's independence bid to destabilise Brexit Britain. The EU courted Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon at the beginning of the Brexit talks in order to disrupt the internal politics of the UK. The UK left the bloc on January 31 and, in less than a month, the transition period will also come to an end. It is a new chapter for the country's national history and should see the UK return to being an independent sovereign state. However, not everyone in the UK has given up on EU membership. Despite Prime Minister Boris Johnson repeatedly rejecting her independence calls, Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon is determined to hold a second referendum in the spring of 2021. The SNP leader believes Scots are being dragged out of the bloc against their will. However, while Brexit might have made the case for Scottish independence stronger, it has also made it practically more difficult. If Scotland were to become independent, it would border a non-EU country, likely requiring infrastructure and border checks between regions whose communities are deeply intertwined, similar to the problem of the Irish border that severely complicated Brexit talks. Scotland could also be rejected by Brussels due to its current deficit of 7% of GDP, unless it adopted a strict austerity programme from the EU as well as potentially accepting the euro. Moreover, new members can only be allowed into the bloc through a unanimous vote from the existing member states, and Holyrood would undoubtedly ruffle feathers if it were to join. Spain is struggling with secession demands itself from Catalonia, which means the country could potentially be put off from supporting a newly independent state. In an exclusive interview with Express.co.uk, Italian MEP Marco Campomenossi reiterated that the chances of an independent Scotland joining the EU are very low. However, he revealed how, in order to disrupt internal politics in the UK, Brussels did court m.a.s.k Sturgeon at the beginning of the Brexit talks. He said, with Scottish independence, Brussels has shown the greatest possible hypocrisy. During the withdrawal agreement talks, the former president of the European Commission Jean-Claude Juncker was courting the Scottish nationalists, making them believe they were welcome in the EU. It was only done to destabilise the UK government. Brussels could have not had the same attitude towards the Catalans because Spain strongly supports the European Commission. The hypocrisy would have been so evident that Brussels had to stop engaging with Sturgeon. Mr. Campomenossi added, "Anyway, there is no way Spain is going to allow the Scots in if they do go independent." In another interview with Express.co.uk, Lord David Owen echoed Mr. Campomenosi's claims, adding that there might be another country that would almost definitely block Scotland's entry, Belgium.